right. Hi. So yeah, key signatures. What about them? Who the hell are they? Right? Oh well, I'm gonna show you what the hell they're on about. So key sigs are essentially the way we organize melodic ideas in a way, and also the way we organize what chords do. And they're kind of strange if you really think about it, because they're all real. Well, everything I'm teaching you is technically made up, but this is all just weird. But so I'm gonna run over what a key signature is, how to build one, and all of that. So let's go over the common ones, because those are the ones that pretty much you only hear used. So the common ones are two, major and minor. They also have fancy names. Like, for example, minor can also be called Aeolian. You have to be a psychopath to want to call it Aeolian over minor, but take that information if you want, rock with it. You go. So, easy. The cool thing about a major key signature is if you look at C and just do all the white notes up, you get C major. So that's really easy. Wow. Look at that. That's a major scale, right? Now, you make scales based off of the intervals of seconds between notes. So a major scale, you go, alright, C to D, it's a major second, D to E, major second, minor second, major, 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 minor. And every major key will follow this pattern, which is just major, major, minor, major, 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 minor. Awesome, right? So now you can build it off of any note. So let's do, this is going to come up as A sharp. I'm going to say B flat because it's a lot easier to spell a B flat key signature than an A sharp, but just conceptually. So B flat, alright, we do our major, major, minor, major, 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 minor. There you go. And there is a much easier way to build these, but I can't do that yet, because that broaches into an entirely new topic, which I will make the next video about, but right now I gotta do it the boring way. I will say, I've practiced this a lot, and it's actually not that hard to have like every key signature just in your brain, because I can do it, and I'm not the brightest. But yeah. Then there's minor. Minor is, the more sad sounding one, kind of. Major's the more happy sounding one, kind of. Same thing with chords. It's kind of, but not really. Just because a major chord can sound absolutely tragic if you use it right. But usually, pretty happy sounding. Minor chord, usually pretty sad sounding. So a minor key signature, built off of different intervals. We'll do a C minor now. C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. Right? Yeah, sounds a little darker, which is cool. That's a really good color. And, oh yeah, and also when I say color, I'm referring to how the sound feels, I guess. Color is just, in my opinion, a really cool way to say it. I just like how it sounds and how it feels to say, oh yeah, the color's great. Anyway, so let's look at the pattern here. Major, second, minor, major, major, minor, major, major. Alright, cool. Again, you can apply that to any starting note and just do it. But also, you could just look up, hey, what does C minor look like? Hey, what does A flat major look like? You could just look that up, and yeah, but it's good to know how to build these in some ways, just because now that you understand that key key signatures are built off of intervals. You don't have to use just major and minor. You can make your own key signatures very well. There's tons of them. There's like D Mixolydian, which I don't even know what it is. I just know the name. Like, there's tons. And they all have different colors that they'll give you access to. And it's really cool. Usually, in Western music, scales are 7 notes, if you don't count the note on top, which is just another C, right? But there's another commonly used scale is called a pentatonic scale. What that is just you use 5 notes in a scale. You'll hear this in a lot of really memorable melodies, because they like that 5-note, really not simple, but really like narrow feel. There's not a lot of note variety in a pentatonic scale in terms of like comparison to a minor or major 7-note scale. That's called like heptatonic or so. You don't need to know that. It just is cool, I guess. Now, minor scales have a little bit of extra spice to them, right? So let's look at the scale degree 7, right? In this case, you would call it a B flat, just because you would call this note an A flat, because you already used a G, so it would make no sense to call the next note in the key signature a G sharp, because you just used G. So you'd use A flat, B flat, C. So let's take this B flat and raise it up to a B natural, right? And I'm going to slow down the tempo for this. So how does that sound? Ooh, you get that nice little leap. That's really spicy. This is a different form of a minor key signature called a harmonic minor. And essentially all it is instead of using a flat 7 here, you just use a normal 7 like what you'd find in C major. This is very spicy because what it does is, remember when I talked about diminished chords? You know, you build your... So what this does is it's like, because in the original key signature, because it's a B flat, there's nothing that really pulls super hard to the C minor chord, which is the tonic chord, or the 1, or the chord based off of the first scale degree of the key. But when you raise it to a B, you get that dissonance that is really nice resolution-wise. Like, oh my god, that was so fast. I'm so sorry. Yeah, like that's nice. This also gives you another chord you can use. It gives you G major. And G major also resolves really nicely to C. And I can't explain why yet, because that's in the next video, but sounds nice, you know? So yeah, that's a really quick overview on key signatures. Before I go, there's one more scale that I just think is cool. It's another variation on a minor scale. You call it melodic minor. So melodic minor, when you get up to scale degree 5, then 6 and 7 you both raise up. So A flat goes to A, B flat goes to B, and you do C. But if you're descending, you go back down to the flat variations. And so you get a key signature that sounds like this. Pretty cool. I like that one. The reason it's called melodic minor is you'd, like, say you're playing C minor chords and then you just throw out a C melodic minor to add some different notes that maybe you wouldn't expect. That being said, just because you're in a key signature like C major, for example, that doesn't bind you to just the notes in C major. Every other note that isn't in C major is a tool that can be used and make very pretty sounds with. So like C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, you could, if you throw in an F sharp, that's going to sound like unexpected, but you could make that sound really cool And that's just what's called. It's just called using notes that are out of key. I like to call it breaking key signature because it makes you sound cooler. Um, yeah. So keep that in mind. Key signatures are much more like a suggestion than like a concrete thing that you have to do. They're a nice way to organize melodic ideas, but it's by no means the only things you can work with. And also, just a quick thing, pretty obvious, but you call this scale degree 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you get it. Yeah. So, yeah, now that I've taught you how chords work, how key signatures work, we can get into some spicy stuff. Next video, I will be opening the gates of chord hell, and you will see the infinite vast hellscape of chords. And honestly, I love it. I love chord hell. It's not bad. I just say that because, like, you can go deep, really deep with chords, and you will never find, like, an end to it. You will never run out of things to do with chords. They're very cool once you understand resolution and all of that. And also, in the next video, I will show you the really cool way and the fast way of how to just know key signatures in your head. Alright, yeah. Jesus Christ, 11 minutes? Sorry. I did not know it went on that long. Anyway, have fun. Bye-bye.